Good Sunday afternoon. It is 12 noon Central Time. I'm meteorologist Alexa Trischler with WWL Louisiana to bring you the latest on the cold blast we will be seeing going into later today, Sunday, November 9th. 2025. Plus, we've got more cold weather going into Monday and Tuesday. So time to break it all down. Not much has changed, but it is going to be bitter cold going into tonight and extremely cold and blustery tomorrow morning. Same goes for Tuesday morning. So we do have a weather impact alert for the Arctic blast that will be spreading across the country, spreading across the Gulf Coast. You may already have felt it if you stepped outside today. Winds are picking up, temperatures will be dropping. But the weather impact alert is specifically for tomorrow morning, Monday morning, and again on Tuesday morning because of the winter cold that will be settling in both Monday morning and Tuesday morning. So Monday morning tomorrow, our feels like temperatures, our wind chills tomorrow morning will be in the 30s across the area, even some upper 20s north of the lake. So you definitely want to keep warm tomorrow morning. And then Tuesday morning, winds will be calmer, but since they do calm down, it will actually be our coldest morning on Tuesday. It will be colder Tuesday morning. That's when we'll have a freeze north of the lake and some frost for the river and bayou parishes on Tuesday morning. So you want to have those heavy winter coats and layers ready to go for tomorrow morning before you step out the door. Maybe hats, gloves, scarves, layer up and bundle up tomorrow. It will be chilly all day tomorrow as well. And the winds will stay elevated through tomorrow. Even beginning today, we're seeing the winds pick up with this cold front that's pushing through the deep south. Also, before you go to bed on Monday, so before the sun goes down, you go to bed Monday, you want to protect your plants. Protect those plants before Tuesday morning's frost and freeze. So plants, we have some time to kind of get together and know what you need to do to protect those plants. Just do that before Tuesday morning. But before tomorrow morning, you want to make sure you're staying warm. You make sure your friends and family have adequate warmth for tonight and really tomorrow morning, and make sure your pets are going to be warm enough. Bring them inside, I would say, before late tonight, because it will be really cold and windy tomorrow morning, and then we'll do it again for Tuesday morning. Same thing. Protect the people, pets, and plants for Tuesday morning as well. So really cold weather early in the week. A new thing that has come out, we do have an alert. It is a freeze watch that has been issued. So a freeze watch is in effect for Monday night into Tuesday morning. So that's what I mean when I said we have some time with the plants. I wouldn't stress too much about the plants tonight. Maybe if you live well north of Lake Pontchartrain, you may want to consider protecting your plants, your sensitive plants tonight. But really the focus to protect the plants will be before Tuesday morning, because that'll be our coldest morning. And we'll show you those morning lows in just a few moments. But yeah, Tuesday morning, that's when we'll have the freeze and the frost. Really in effect for all of the North Shore and South Mississippi, everywhere north of the lake. Also on the South Shore, we have that freeze watch in effect for St. Charles Parish, the rest of the river parishes, bayou parishes as well included in that freeze watch. New Orleans is not included. So the East Bank of New Orleans, the East Bank of Jefferson Parish, not included. Also the West Bank Jefferson Parish, the immediate West Bank of Orleans as well. St. Bernard not included in that watch. So that's good. It's just not going to be as cold for Metro New Orleans. So you don't have to worry about protecting your plants if you live in Metro New Orleans for Tuesday morning. Just a little breakdown of where that freeze watch is for Monday night into Tuesday morning. As for right now, we're starting to see things change. The winds of change are blowing in, so to speak, as this front pushes in. Temperatures are still mild in the 60s and 70s. We've got some clouds early today, but the clouds will be departing and moving away as this front pushes in. Also, as the front came in really early today, we had a little bit of rain overnight. Couple little showers this morning, but it is dry right now and will stay dry the rest of today with decreasing clouds. So we'll have plenty of sunshine going into the afternoon, but it's still going to feel mild early today, but dry air is filtering in. You'll see the dew points dropping as they have 48 degrees rather for our current dew points, meaning it is feeling dry outside. We'll have low humidity settling in. Courtesy of the front, we'll have no humidity at all Monday and Tuesday as it gets much colder. Winds already coming from the north around 9 miles per hour, and we've seen gusts higher than that. So winds are picking up. It's going to be windy the rest of today with falling humidity and falling temperatures. So it will be chilly by tonight. Here are those current wind speeds. North winds coming in sustained 15 to 17 miles per hour. We have gusts up to 28 miles per hour in Slidell, 26 in Belle Chase. So we already see gusts over 20 miles per hour hour at this point. And we'll probably see occasional gusts 30, 35 miles per hour this evening into early tomorrow morning. And tomorrow is going to be windy again behind the front. So like I mentioned, the drier air is rushing in, the cooler air is rushing in, so dew points are falling fast. We're much less humid north of the lake. Dew points in the 30s and 40s. That's very dry, and that'll continue to be the trend as the cold front pushes in. Dew points dropping to the 40s on the south shore. Still in the 60s down the bayou, so the humidity will continue to drop going farther to the south in the next couple of hours. So dew points taking a big drop, which is good news. So we're done with the humidity thanks to this front, but that's of course to be expected. It's going to be really cold tonight and really cold going into Monday and Tuesday. That's really the big thing. You want to make sure you have your heavy winter coats. We haven't seen cold like this since February, so it's been a while. And it's a shock to the system because yesterday it was so hot and humid. We hit a high of 85 degrees yesterday. It's actually a record. It tied the old record of 85 degrees for yesterday. So big shock to the system with this cold front coming in. So the front pushes in the rest of today. The clouds are on their way out. We'll have clearing skies. Winds will be whipping the rest of today as well. We'll get into the 60s, probably 68 degrees before dinner time tonight. So we're already seeing temperatures fall to the 60s throughout the late afternoon. Then we'll be in the 50s tonight very quickly, cold and blustery in the evening, 40s overnight into tomorrow morning. So we'll start tomorrow morning in the 30s on the north shore, 40s on the south shore. And this is a very strong Arctic front. I mean, if you look farther to the north where it's bitter cold, temperatures are in the 20s across the northern plains and the Great Lakes, 30s across the Midwest, and this front is really strong for this time of year. This Arctic blast certainly giving the country a big taste of winter early on in early November, and we will of course be getting that taste of winter, but it won't last long. It comes in today, it comes in really in full swing tonight, and then Monday and Tuesday it'll be cold here, and then that's it. By Wednesday we already start to warm up. So it's not going to last that long for us, but we'll get it for a couple days as it moves in today. Speaking of a taste of winter, so that Arctic blast across the Midwest and the Great Lakes, a lot of snow expected for the Great Lakes region today into tomorrow. They're going to see several inches of lake effect snow courtesy of this front. Of course, we don't get any snow. We don't have to worry about any snow or any rain, but it will be dramatically colder for us. So temperatures fall throughout the day. Tomorrow, we only hit a high of 55 degrees in the afternoon. So that means it will be cold in the morning and still chilly in the afternoon. Cold tomorrow night, and then going into Tuesday morning, yes, it will be very cold once again. 61 degrees Tuesday morning, so still pretty cool and chilly even on Tuesday. But like I mentioned, it doesn't really last that long. We're back in the 70s on Wednesday, and we'll climb through the upper 70s the rest of the week. But our nights and mornings should stay pretty cool the rest of the week going ahead. So here we go with the wind gusts. That's really going to be a big thing for today. Strong gusty winds for your Sunday. I was already outside. I felt the winds already picking up. North winds will have gusts around 20 to 35 miles per hour. You may get an occasional gust up to 40 miles per hour here or there at times tonight and into the overnight. Winds continue to howl overnight into tomorrow morning. So tomorrow morning, it'll be cold and blustery and windy. So that's why you really want to bundle up and stay warm tomorrow morning. Bring the pets inside before tomorrow morning as well. Tomorrow we'll have gusts continuing around 20 to 30 miles per hour early in the day. By tomorrow evening, winds should subside, so we'll likely have calmer winds by tomorrow night. And as the winds calm down tomorrow night, that will allow for temperatures to really drop under those calm winds and clear skies for Tuesday morning. That's why Tuesday morning is going to be our coldest morning. So like I mentioned, we're going to show you their low temperatures for Monday morning. Here we go. Just a few hours from now. We'll start tomorrow morning on the North Shore in the 30s, probably mid to upper 30s north of the lake. South Mississippi, low 30s, even some low 30s for Bogalusa. And then on the South Shore down the bayou tomorrow morning, probably some upper 30s. And then mostly 40s on the South Shore, but maybe some upper 30s like for Belle Chase. So tomorrow morning, yes, very cold, very windy. Feels like winter time tomorrow. But here we go with Tuesday morning. This is when it will be frigid outside, but we will have calmer winds. At least we have that. But check out Tuesday morning. Upper 20s north of the lake, 28 in Slidell, 25 in Picayune, 26 in Bogalusa Tuesday morning. South Shore, probably mostly in the 30s. We're probably at or just below freezing for the river and bayou parishes on Tuesday morning, 31 in Thibodaux, 32 in Raceland, and then 33 in Belle Chase on the South Shore. For the New Orleans metro area, upper 30s, maybe 39, 40 degrees on Tuesday morning. That's why we are not there included in the freeze watch. So Orleans Parish, Jefferson Parish, The metro area is not in the freeze watch because temperatures will probably be in the upper 30s Tuesday morning. Everywhere else, though, is going to be in the freeze watch, except there and also along the immediate coast. The immediate coast will stay in the 40s, to be expected, of course, with the warmer waters. So here we go. Tomorrow morning, mostly not worried about frost. However, there could be some areas of patchy frost tomorrow morning north of the lake. It's just the winds will be so elevated, and with the winds mixing things around, it's harder for the frost to get settled and to form. So I wouldn't stress too much about the frost tomorrow morning. Maybe closer to the state line, farther to the north, there could be some patchy frost tomorrow morning. But the wind staying elevated should help prevent that being a big issue. But really, like we've been talking about, it's Tuesday morning. Freezing temperatures, North Shore, South Mississippi, and we do have frost for the South Shore outside of the metro. That'd be for the river and bayou parishes. We'll have some frost. And the pipes, like we've been talking about, I would not worry about your pipes. Don't worry about the pipes unless, which we've been saying, you live in the Pearl River Basin, Washington Parish, Pearl River County, in this area. And if you have outdoor exposed pipes that are maybe old or weak, or you know that they cause you issues, you may want to consider protecting them before Tuesday morning hits. So it's not going to be a problem for everyone. It's really a localized case. We'll probably be just fine even there. It's just not going to be cold enough and for long enough. But if you know you have some old pipes and you know that they caused you an issue and you live in the Pearl River Basin, maybe consider protecting them before Tuesday morning. But that's really about it. Really cold weather. Definitely we've seen cold like this before. Nothing shocking to us, but it is, fairly early. It's been a while. It's our first cold snap of the season. It's a true taste of winter. So just want to make sure you know what's coming up, especially as we go from hot to cold. It's kind of a shock to the system. I'm sure people will feel kind of sick going into work tomorrow and school. I wouldn't be surprised there. So I'll leave you with a 7-day. We'll break it down for you day by day. Today, the front moves in. Big changes. It's going to be windy outside. We'll have the clouds moving out. Temperatures will be falling throughout the day. It's going to be chilly and breezy tonight. Tomorrow and Tuesday, weather impact alert, really because it will be so cold in the morning. Tomorrow is going to be cold and windy to kick off the day. 30s and 40s in the morning, but it will feel like the 30s and even some 20s north of the lake. It stays windy tomorrow. It'll be dry and sunny, but temperatures only be in the 50s in the afternoon tomorrow. Tuesday, our coldest morning, that's when we have the freeze north of the lake. North Shore, South Mississippi freeze. South Shore, for only the river and bayou parishes, we will have some frost. But there is a freeze watch in effect everywhere except for the coast and except for Metro New Orleans. So just keep that in mind. You want to keep your people, pets, and plants safe. Tuesday, 61 degrees, sunny, cool and refreshing, definitely. And then the rest of the week, we're back in the 70s. It's going to be warm every day, upper 70s by late week. It will be really beautiful, really not that humid. Plenty of sun every day, no rain, very dry. Nights and mornings still pretty cool and refreshing the rest of the week in the 50s mostly. So thanks for watching. We will be back for another round of streaming just to bring you the latest with meteorologist Alexandra Cranford this evening to get you an update on the cold weather coming in the next couple days.